Everybody, so it's if you can't learn from your mistakes, you're going to struggle in life. You're going to struggle in business, certainly. Okay, mistakes are, part of life, but if you can learn from them, you can do really, really well. Okay, and that's the way life goes. I've learned a lot through my mistakes as well. But I tell you what, if you can learn from the mistakes from others, so you don't have to go through that, I mean, it's really going to help you be successful in whatever you do. I always try and learn, certainly from my own mistakes, and I made plenty. But I also, I'll tell you those in a second here. But I also, I try and learn from the mistakes of others. I'm a pilot, and one of the things that I like to do, it's a bit morbid, but always read the NTSB reports of the anatomy of a plane crash, because flying is no joke. You can make a mistake. It's just you and the Holy Ghost, man, and there's a lot of bad things that happen really, really quick. I'm a Navy vet. We're my old shirt here. We practice a lot from learning from other mistakes. Navy made policy, military, whatever branch you're in, they make policies based on other past failures, and you get good at it. So that being said, as a preamble, I get a lot of people asking me, "Hey, what did you learn?" That kind of thing. So I've got this is a set of 10 essentially um, things, mistakes that I've made over the years that were really no fun to have, and I want to. I'm just going to share with you these 10 mistakes in these 10 videos, so you can kind of learn from my mistakes, and hopefully, if you're in the situation and as your real estate business grows, you can learn from that and make better choices than I did. It's no fun. Okay, that's what I'm sharing these. So the mistake number one. All right, you ready for this one? Mistake number one is when you're in real estate, you have to have a good realtor. Okay. And mistake number one, I'll just say it, having a lazy real estate agent. Okay. Not good. I've done that. I've done this for many years, and I can't tell you how many times I made business choices based on a bad real estate agent. Now, when I say this, I'm not saying bad in the sense that they're evil, although I know they're certainly evil real estate agents out there. I'm not talking about a moral thing. Okay. There's evil everywhere. Evil real estate investors, evil, I mean, everywhere. Okay. But I'm talking about just someone who's not on business par with you, lazy. Okay. So I give you story after story of examples of agents, but agents, they want to just, how they make money is they list properties and they get 3% commission. So you do the math, you list a $300,000 property, and whatever, you get you make 9 grand. Okay. Easy money, right? All you gotta do is put it on the MLS, and right? So I've had this over the years. So these guys, I'm moving properties. Oh, I want to list your property. I want to list your property, but they don't want to put the work into it. And so, what just one example, I had a guy who he listed my property, really wanted the listings, but he was too. He had an assistant, and when you list properties, okay, for sale, um there's parameters on the MLS where you're gonna put this information on property, so that, let's say if you're a buyer, right, and you hire a real estate agent, the agent's gonna say, okay, Mr. Buyer, what do you want? Well, I want to live in this school district. I want to have a mother-in-law quarters. I want to have a swimming pool. I want to, right, and there's all these parameters in the fields that you're going to put, the realtor is going to put in to go, well, these properties that I pulled out, these 10 properties, I think you're gonna like. We're gonna go look at these properties, and you figure out which one you want. We'll put an offer in. Does that make sense? That's how a buyer's agents work. So a seller's agent needs to make sure your property, the property they're listing, has all that stuff itemized in it. Where is it located? Is it within this area? Not this area. People like this area, not this area. Does that make sense? Or this is X, 1,800 square foot home, not a 1,200 square foot home. Things like that, right? And so if you put bad criteria about the property you're listing, your buyers aren't going to see your property. They're not going to come there because they don't know about it, because it's not within that criteria. Does that make sense to you, what I'm saying? Okay. That being said, I've had agents, and they just, oh, I got the listing, and they just kind of half-assed and put all the wrong information in there, and the house is sitting there on the market for a week, and I'm expecting these offers and nothing, no showings, nothing. I'm like, well, what's going on? Well, come to find out, you read the copy in MLS, and it's for the wrong house, or the wrong address, or the wrong location. Does that make sense? And that has cost me so much money because I trusted this guy would do what he's supposed to do, right? Or I've had other times where they'll take off and turn their phone off because they're on vacation or the sawtooths or something, and you can't. They don't have the agent didn't say, well, gee, I'm gonna be out of cell phone connection. I'll be in Hawaii. I'll be doing this, getting a root canal. I'm gonna forward my phone to a friend of mine who knows all about the deal, and then he'll be available to help. Does that make sense? So that's cost me a lot of money. Okay, so the moral of the story is learn from me. Make sure when you're talking to an agent, see if they're a hustler, if they want to make money, if they answer the phone when you call them. Are they professional? Are they lazy? Again, not moral judgments, but just like, do you want to have your future success be with this person, right? If they're not going to be, helping you, and they're not going to be bringing anything to the table, you don't want to be around that person. Okay, so there's some advice. So that's that's the mistake number one. Lazy realtor. Stay tuned for the next 9. And if you need help, you want to go through maybe a free strategy session, maybe some joint ventures, let me know below, and we'll schedule a time. Looking forward to the next video and your success. Godspeed.